What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day's going pretty good. Hopefully yours is too. Okay, well, I'm going to get into the Dex Guard. So you can understand what a Dex Guard is, I'll explain that first. With this very specific class and the Guardian class that comes second, your job, they get a boost in crit. And your crit is determined on how much Dex you have. So the higher amount of Dex you have, the higher your crit is. A Dex Guard relies on that. And because of that, their gear has to be up to snuff. You cannot be doing a Dex Guard and expect good results unless your gear is top notch. Other than that, you can find out what your crit rate is within that. Right there, crit rate. You need to have it on your weapon or attack speed or both. Early stages, it doesn't really matter too much. But later on, you just have to. It's You're not gonna have good results if you don't. Other than that, I'm not really gonna go over my stats on my own character. I will say that it's Dex base, but not pure Dex. I don't do pures. That aside, and we'll go over a few skills and other things. You'll find out certain skills don't work. And because of your lack of normal damage, you have to act kind of like a defender and use a shield. You can get away with using a sword for a little while, but it doesn't work as good. At least from what I understand. You're not going to be able to use all your skills if this is the path that you pick. And I do not advise this as a first character, by the way. As far as the element, more than likely this is the one you're going to want to pick for the attack speed decrease against your opponent. Other than that, it generally works in the same way as another one would. A normal Guardian. You could utilize your shield skills, which I'm going to. And you're going to use a dagger most of the time. At least the traditional approach of it. You're going to want to try to compensate for your lack of by possibly getting melee percent or HP percent or anything that could possibly compensate, at least on your gear, for your lack of. Other than that, you won't have too many problems. As usual, just be wise on how you put your points. You can go hybrid or you can go pure. Personally, I don't like the pure one because you just rely so much on it that and it can be kind of costly because that particular item is kind of more costly. So this character can be fairly expensive as far as getting all your gear exactly the way you need it to be the best you could be on your character. Of course, you could always go normal build and reset later too if you wanted to, but then you have to become accustomed to how you have to fight, so you kind of don't know your character at that point. You have to know how your character reacts to know what it needs. It's better to play it as it's going to be before you get to a certain level and all of a sudden not know your character and not understand why it's not working the way you wish it to. One more and I should be able to finish that quest. I'm going to wait a minute before I do that. Go ahead and go to the next one. Then I can try to do all three of these and then turn it in. Hopefully you enjoy these kinds of series that I like to post. You can always leave a comment and all that if you wish. Oh, forgot about that. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now, so like, subscribe, comment. If you haven't, why not? If you wish to support the channel, you can do that as well. So, until next time.